There's always been an attitude that we can't stay static.
Every firm knows they need to take that next step once you get to a certain level.
If you're going to be static, we're going to be dying. We started looking ahead and thinking we're going to be the old guys that nobody wants to work for because we're behind the times.
Making a huge technology shift is a huge hit to the bottom line, especially if it doesn't perform for you.
It was really difficult for a firm to give up the technology that they've learned. If this doesn't go well, how do we get out safely?
The finite point when somebody realizes they need to learn a new technology happens all the time.
We will always ask, who has done this before? Is this a proven technology? We don't want to be the guinea pig.
It's a mindset difference. It's a completely different way of doing things, and quite honestly, it's a new language.
You're asking somebody that has been doing something in one way to change their habits, their knowledge base, their patterns.
I've known this, I know it works. I'm not willing to give that up.
But what happens is you, as a studio, become fragmented. And it's what we were for years, is that basically we're using multiple programs and those are disconnected. Internally, we understood that the workflow was broken and we needed to figure out a way to solve it.
In our case, we were not going to be able to recruit and keep the smartest people if we weren't on a BIM platform. Our clients are more sophisticated and they're looking for things in 3D. Our designers are understanding their designs better by developing them in 3D. We started feeling like the risk of not moving outweighed the risk of moving.
To change from one software platform to another involves economics, involves training, perhaps new hardware, all of which isn't architecture.
A lot of effort, a lot of inefficiency from the start, and also a lot of change in people's mindset. We as architects are not risk takers.
In general, architects are really, really bad at business, and making a decision like this is significant to that business. It's a game of hours, it's a game of efficiency, and it's a game of systems. The concern that we had, is a team gonna get there? Are we gonna get there?
We identified risk on a lot of different levels. From a business standpoint, there's an awful lot of monetary risk. We have a platform we've been working on in 2D for about 10 years. We have a library of details that's going to have to transition. We're going to have to do new training. You know, our staff says they want to do Revit. The reality is they don't really know Revit. They've been exposed to it.
Companies really look for what is familiar and what's the next step within what they already know, not looking at it as a blank slate solution.
It's about doing what everybody else is doing, and so there's a safety in kind of being amongst the masses.
Everybody else is using it, so we need to learn it too. Yeah, I think that's bollocks. We're a very successful firm and we're not doing it. So it can't be true that picking the popular software makes you successful.
There's so many options. How do we find the right paths that work? What changes our core productivity? What makes us better at what we do?
I'm not going to be limited by what I'm already taught. I'm going to go out there and look for new solutions. That's really how you survive.
We fight against ourselves a little bit because we eat change for breakfast. We're incredibly slow to make a decision. Historically, probably thought things to death.
We have clients that need projects. We have demands just like any firm does. So there's always that fear of like, how is this going to happen? When are we going to do it?
When we're busy, we don't want to be disrupted in our work. And that's the worst thing that can happen. We tell them that we cannot keep on just staying in this old, outdated technology. So in order for us to compete as an industry, we have to change.
You're going to have hurdles. You're gonna have problems. We're architects, we're problem solvers. Hundreds of thousands of people that have already gone through this process. You're not the first, you're not gonna be the last.
It's very challenging from a technological standpoint, but once you get over that learning curve, people get a lot more comfortable with the process and they realize that there are a lot of parallels between working in BIM and working in a traditional practice.
As a whole, the industry sees that BIM is definitely the direction that we all need to go. But can we push ourselves to that next level? Can we start to really think differently about our projects from the start?
And that we could manage the risk of change if we embraced it and had a roadmap and figured out how to do it.
You have to win the hearts and minds of people. And that's the hardest part.
It's fun to work in 3D, and it's exciting, but it is intimidating.
It takes a certain bit of courage for somebody to be able to accept the unknown, to rethink and reinvent yourself.
Hey, this is an opportunity. If we take this change and we use it, we can establish ourselves out in front and we can be ahead of this.
Are you going to stay competitive or will you fall behind? At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
We're in it. We're excited that we're fully on board. We can keep it one way, but we know that's not the way to keep it.
We're going to make a change.